Being joined on Radio On The Go Sports by Hampton Dumont CAL volleyball coach Sarah Miller. Another one of these five setters, your third five-set match here in 3 matches on the season. Unfortunately, a loss here to Clarion Goldfield Dows. Just kind of want to get your initial thoughts. A match that, man, sure had a lot of its back and forth, but unfortunately come up just short in set 5.
Yeah, I was happy with what I was seeing in set 1. I thought we were kind of getting in the rhythm, and for whatever reason, set 2, we did what we've been doing lately and really getting down, and we can't do that. We can't put ourselves in such a deficit that it's really hard for us to come back. I saw a lot more just maybe not great connections tonight than I've seen in the past. We just had some people off, not really having a lot of confidence, and we need to keep working on that. Every girl on this varsity squad deserves to be out there, and we got to make sure that we're finding confidence and finding the right people to be out there. I did a lot of subbing tonight, and sometimes it worked in our favor, sometimes it didn't. I was proud to see when Aaliyah came in, she really stepped up for us. I'd like to see her, getting some more time. We're young, like I've said before, but again, we can't make that excuse. We have to just keep on building on our fundamentals and make sure that we're increasing our skill level each time. And that 4th set was obviously exciting, but we had to keep that momentum and keep on going, and it was our serve receive once again that was really hurting. We had a lot of missed serves, and we can't do that, and so we got to put the pieces together and come ready because we have a big day on Saturday.
You bet. You had mentioned a lot more subbing here in this one tonight. Is that something that you might use as a key to success, kind of moving forward, getting some new bodies in there, especially with this being a little bit of a younger team here this year?
Yeah, I mean, I really am confident in all the girls that are out there, and we're all going to have the days where we come out and we're shining, and some days where we just have an off time. I told the girls, be ready for subs, not because I'm pulling you out as a punishment by any means, but sometimes it's just a good thing to have a different look at it as well. But I want all girls ready to go. Like I said, every girl has to be ready, and depending on what kind of a night you're having, whether you have a little bit more playing time or not. But it's nothing personal against any of the girls, and I hope that they know that. I know that they do, but it is tough, right? It's tough getting pulled out and then getting yourself to be back, so we just had to make sure that we're keeping the emotions out. I'm proud of each of these girls. We just got to keep battling and keep on growing in our skills.
Jim, maybe find it a little tough from some of the girls' perspectives to maybe judge where some balls were going. I know there was definitely a few that, man, maybe should have let it go out or something like that. They played anyway. Is that kind of something that you guys kind of talk about? Like what kind of comes to mind there?
Yeah, I think that goes to our communication again. We have to just really communicate, know whether we're out on the floor, make sure that we're using that shuffle footwork and where we at, making sure that we're in the right coverage. So I think if we can really be strong on those items, I think that those errors will be eliminated.
What did you see from your team in set 4 to be able to put together that comeback like that, down 19-11, ultimately winning 25-22?
Right for that timeout, we just said, this is, we need everyone, kind of like we did in that St. Edmunds game, and they all agreed. It's when we lose that fire, right? So we had that energy, we had that fire towards the end of that set 4, and it was just 1 point at a time, and they were celebrating big. There were points in the night tonight where we weren't even celebrating the good things that we were doing, and then that's going to hurt us. So we got to make sure that we're celebrating big like we did in the set 4, and just really be growing off of that momentum and letting us gain our confidence when we're doing that.
When it comes to hopefully bouncing back, just less than 48 hours, you go to Belmont Clement here on Saturday, get a chance to take part in a tournament for the first time this year. Be a lot of quick matches, a lot of growth opportunities, I'm sure, on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's a lot of different opportunities for everyone. Everyone's got to be ready to go in. I think we got to make sure that our leaders too are staying, calm and staying supportive. I thought that Addie Albers had a really good night tonight, but she was really all over the floor. We've got to make sure that we're communicating and each of us are doing our jobs. We got to make sure that we're putting the ball in play to score a point. And so those are things that we've got to put those together. Our Saturday is going to be a really long day for us. Everyone's got to be ready to go because we're going to have to use everybody.
Any final thoughts or any of your other players you'd like to recognize here tonight?
No, yes, I want to recognize all of them. I think that we had a lot of off things tonight that we haven't typically seen, and so it was nice to see other people step in, whether they got 1 or 2 sets or 1 or 2 plays. I think that that's nice, but I just want everyone just to keep on working, and like I said, I need everyone to make sure that we're all doing our best and putting that forth so that we can score those points.
All right, appreciate the time tonight, Coach.
Thank you.